về Bông cổ ta ngày Sống minh Singapore lai cái Singapore năng Bạc quỷ lai cái Cảm謝三妹lai Nên thì到這個來支持人感謝最最兩年前我到攞選舉嘅時陣我打過Teochew過今日大概100一隻鳥架紅隆隆飛來飛去遐長度力量爸母唔小架力量公婆唔小孫咱幾暝來直直落大一個農家嘅操課農家嘅幼稚園嘅事到保爽做咱嘛是到國會打清最擺到咱嘅工人黨嘅政綱來背咱嘛是打社道來背吼咱會使去讀但是 BUB 有聽有無聽無吼這看這好像聽有咧較對兩隻水嘛是頂報紙似乎聽到了哈咱咪猜OK 有可能伊是驚了驚什麼解驚人民手頭一張票所以咱關於驚是袂驚咱照舊26號1月26號咱去投什麼解咱去投撤退1月26號請達咱澎湖區嘅雙面把未來嘅嘛是幫忙雙創1月26號到李連一票感謝今日打淡薄故事啊，我集中用阿嬷感謝。Good evening, supporters from Punggol East and other parts of Singapore. Thank you once again for making your way here. It's a weekday, it's not easy. Many of us are still very tired from work. Some of us have not eaten. Workers' Party appreciate all your years of support. Thank you so much. Since I recited a Teochew poem that I recited in 2011, GE, let me continue with another story from 2011. This story is not from me. This story is taken from somebody we contested against. Story was told by our current Transport Minister, Mr. Teochew. Let us recall. All right. He shared about a story about a village that was sheltered by special tall trees. The villagers were tempted by mushrooms, which sprouted every 5 years. And then there was this wise old man who said, these wild mushrooms will weaken us. He said that it will weaken us, it will stunt our growth, and retard our development. And he urged, this wise man said, leave the mushroom alone. Protect the trees. The trees are special trees. The villagers invested much time to help the special trees grow, and the fruit has been taken care of. And the villagers have done that to allow it to specially ripen. And so, 3 things happened. The village was prosperous, the trees were well loved, and the future bright. Rounding up his story, Mr. Lui said, the wise man's final word of warning to the people, protect the trees, avoid the mushrooms. Protect the trees, avoid the mushrooms. In his speech, Mr. Lui was referring to PAP as the special tall trees and the opposition parties as the mushrooms. Don't you think it was a very interesting illustration? Indeed, okay. Tonight let us consider the 3 points that he highlighted. The village is prosperous, the trees were well loved, the future is bright. First point, village has been prosperous. If the village had been referring to Singapore, well, from 2007 to 2012, Singapore GDP growth rate averaged 5.17, quite a good score. We enjoyed a per capita GDP higher than that of most developed countries. But at what cost? The prosperity did not come easily. It came with lots and lots of price tags. There was increase in mental health illnesses, increase in stress level, and then there was another report by CNN. And let us decide whether we can be proud of this. CNN reported in 2007, a list of cities in 32 countries was studied for the rate of walking. How fast people walk in Singapore. Right? 32 cities, and then Singapore was one of them. What do you think we rank? What was our position? Number 5, huh? The little boy said number 5. No, better than that. Number 1. Was that a very good news? It was reported that because of our infrastructure that was very well built, there's no obstacles, that's why people could walk faster. If we have a choice, would you prefer to walk leisurely or very, very fast? Leisurely. 轻松, right? But Singapore ranked number 1. The pace of life in Singapore is very fast, it is very rush, it is very harsh. Do we enjoy this kind of the pace of living? Well, our MP, Mr. Faisal, have brought up in parliaments many times about work-life balance. There's no time to talk about it sometimes, right, to even think about that. Second point, the trees have been well loved too. Well, if the trees referred to PAP in 2011, the PAP seemingly was well loved. It won 81 out of 87 elected seats in the parliament. Would you continue loving them? The tall trees seems to have heard the cries from the ground during election time. Would you continue to love them? Would you like to love Lee Lilian? So vote her in on the 26th January. Thank you.